Hi, I'm Peter Sills, CEO of Kinasoft. I'd like to take a moment and give you a brief look behind the scenes at some of the work that goes into the making of a state-of-the-art video game. Come, join me. Making a video game today is much like making a motion picture. It all starts with pre-production and planning. The goal of all this planning is the Design Bible. It includes all of the guidelines, designs, and documentation for the project, key elements of which are outlined on the product design boards. Once the initial design is approved, the art director has their team produce all of the required concept sketches for the title. Concept sketches are created for every item in the game. These are then updated and revised until they are finally approved and put into full production. During the course of development, there are literally thousands of concepts and designs created. These sketches are then turned over to our modelers. It is their job to take the two-dimensional designs and craft them into three-dimensional models. These models may not look like much yet, but they contain the basic structure of our characters. Not until they are fully textured will they begin to look as they will in the final game. Once the texture artists are done, it's time for the animators to take over. It's their job to bring the characters to life. Sometimes the animations are produced by hand. However, when we require intense realism, as in our game Crimson Order, we can now rely upon more advanced techniques, such as motion capture. Using the same techniques developed by Hollywood special effects artists, we can now actually capture all of the subtleties of true human movement. This data is then fed into our development tools. When the textures are reapplied, all of the detail in the actor's performance begins to come to life. Of course, there would be no game without programmers. Each project has a programming lead who directs a team of specialists, each one responsible for their own development tasks. Working together, the programmers produce a set of tools and editors, which are then used by the game designers to build the final game. User interface design is just one of the many elements in the Game Design Bible. Like the others, it changes and evolves until it is fully implemented into the game itself. When the many pieces of the game are finally brought together, they are tested and played over and over again. This is not just to improve the stability of the programming, but to further enhance gameplay and play balance, as we work to provide the most compelling game experience possible. In this quick overview, we have only touched upon a few of the elements of game development. Much more goes into the making of a quality game, such as the sound effects, music, network play, story development, and so on.
It seems as though he wasn't up to the questioning.
In the end, it takes a dedicated team of specialists, professionals, and yes, a lot of game geeks and pizzas to make a best-selling title. Thank you for your time and for taking a quick glimpse behind the doors at Kinasoft.